Okay, here we are. So we've hit a certain story checkpoint regarding Adam and some of the events that happened after Adam. Marta, you're gonna be fine, you know. I promise. You've got Gwilling and me praying for you. After all, what more could you want? All right, so my entire party is just here. Elvis, what do you have to say in your hilarious berserker costume? I doubt Holograd will be keen to attack any other kingdoms now Adam's gone. Probably. Can we go back there now? Will it be like a normal town now? Gloria? There we go. We must restore the 4 crystals to their rightful place to ensure that the power is replenished. Do we have the wind crystal? Do we have the wind crystal? Did that fairy lady take it? So Edna was pulling Adam's strings all along. I can't believe she'd go so far. Okay, so I believe I anticipated something like that. Going into the fight with Adam, and indeed there is a fairy of sorts, standing behind the curtain and messing with us. This is the Dragon's Den. What's this place called? Thief Specialty 2 up to no good. Didn't finish reading that one. I haven't really. I used the thief. I maxed out the thief on someone. I don't really remember much of it, to be honest. Anyway, what am I doing? I think I'd like to go back to the entrance here, and we'll be popping out into the Winterlands of Rheindal, and from there, I'll see where the plot is trying to point us. Should I use a teleport stone? I've got plenty of those, right? Picked up a lot of things. Can anyone make use of any of these, real quick? Apparently, Adele is overloaded. Is Adele overloaded? Wait a minute. Adele is not overloaded. That's just what I just would have been if I had equipped whatever piece of equipment my cursor was on. So I'm gonna just run this way after the quest marker. The bears are gonna run away from me. I wonder if I'm finally going to go to that. I gotta cross the river. I wonder if I'm finally going to end up. I'll throw the map on the screen because why not? I wonder if I'm finally going to end up in that one fortress-like area that was sort of in the corner of this region, and I wasn't able to enter. What is this? This looks like it's directing me back towards the Wiswald. What? Where is the? Okay, so the quest marker is indeed pointing inside. Okay, inside the fog. That's Musa. So I'm finally gonna go to Musa. Okay, I wasn't sure if I had to go back to Holograd and like tell Edna what's what or something like that. But in retrospect, this makes more sense. We were talking about Musa in the last cutscene that I saw. We just saw this loading screen, or at least I did. I think I would have cut it out while I was traveling back to. Come on. All right. Anyway. This is one of the several places in this game where I've complained about. All right, when I spawn inside this map, the fog is in front of me, and it looks like that's where I'm supposed to go. It looks like I should continue hitting up on the control stick, but no, I've got to go this way. I've got to hit down on the control stick. My characters are vaguely facing like this way when they enter, which is a little bit of a hint, but it's not really that clear. I would really much prefer if there was some better signposting inside these dungeons so that I could know which way is going to just put me back onto the winter map and which way is going to lead me further into the dungeon where I want to go. Alright. What did I run into? Okay, here we are, back in Halshona, back in the grasslands. I'm not entirely sure where the quest marker is pointing, but I think I need to go up the hill, and it looks like I can probably cross the bridge over here now, right? I think. I can pick up some new treasure chests. Okay, what is this? Is that the crashed city of the crashed airship or whatever? I suspect this is okay, cool. This is the crashed airship. I'm not gonna hang out in here. I'm pretty much done in there as far as I know, but that's cool that you can go back there after that part of the game. In case you miss a treasure chest or something. I don't think I missed any treasure chests. I wonder what all the people in the like kitchen area are doing now. Anyway, I saw a treasure chest over here, which I have not picked up. I still have 10 on this map, which is quite a lot. That's a large JP orb. I see there's another one up here behind the waterfall. There is... Alright, the quest marker is just pointing behind the waterfall. And that is 3 by teleport stone. Okay, I've got a lot of those. Probably good on the teleport stone front for the time being. You're like an early game enemy. I'm not gonna fight you. I could run around a little bit and see if I can find any more treasure chests. I suppose. Alright, I'll cut back to the waterfall if I don't find anything. Okay, no such luck. I'm not going to spend too much time running around and looking for treasure chests. Let's instead go into the waterfall and onwards to Musa. Okay. This is a dungeon, so we're going to be running around doing dungeon things. Are you going to run away from me, or are you going to... Are you one of those babbids? You are going to chase me down. Hello! Not the hardest enemies I've had to fight, although I did get an underdog bonus for all of that, so... What do I know, I guess? Let's see. There's nothing in this corner. There's, like, somebody's construction equipment. It's as if someone was, like, trying to mine out this way and then ran out of time, or, I don't know, was killed by all the monsters in the cave or something. Okay. I'm trying to derive a little bit of world building from what we see here. That is 2 by Remedy. Again, someone's mining equipment is just left here for no apparent reason. And all right, some of these elemental things. That fight was a little bit messier, although it's admittedly, at least partially, because I wasn't really paying attention to what any of my guys were doing in that one. Okay. This is probably going to be a little bit on the longer side, as dungeons go. Something tells me, is this that's just a pile of bones. I think that's a pile of bones. Might just be a pile of rocks. Something tells me that I might want some dark resistance in this cave, and or some dark resistance for the upcoming parts of the game against Edna. First, mimic time? No mimic time, just money. Just a thought, dark resistance. I'll look into it eventually, I'm sure. Okay. That's a save point. This is the teleport back to the beginning point, which I will take just to unlock. Just in case I have to go back and forth a couple times in the future. This is probably gonna put me out. Ooh, fancy. Shiny crystals. This is probably gonna put me out in Musa, right? It's not gonna just end with the boss and have me double back. This is one of the transition areas in the game. Hi. The entire team is now level 50. That's pretty nice. Mimic. Mimic senses? No mimic senses. My mimic senses are fading. All right, I've been wrong more lately than I was at the beginning of the game. It's either that or I'm just getting paranoid that the longer I don't see a mimic, the more I'm assuming that the next thing that I see is going to be a mimic, and it's not based on... Well, I guess it was always luck-based to begin with, whether or not a treasure chest is a mimic. Okay. I'm just gonna stop now. Okay. Gloria is now a level 10 Bastion. I was wondering if, now that I'm level 50 on my whole team, if some more enemies would start running away, but that hasn't really happened. 3 by meteorite. Maybe level 51, 52 that'll start happening. Things will start running away. It seems that, it's not usually too many levels between when I enter a cave and when things start running away. I'm not usually, like, extremely underleveled or anything, I've noticed. Which is generally a good thing. It generally means that the game is reasonably well balanced around the enemies that I'm fighting at any given moment. Are we getting close to the end? The last treasure chest is up there. And it looks like the exit's that way. Or is it this way? Maybe this place is a little bit longer than I thought. Moonbeam shield. Is that going to give me resistance to light or something? and or dark. I would like some... I can't hit the crystals with my sword, can I? No, not really. What about resistance to dark? I like resistance to dark. Dark and light resistance +2. Okay, I can give that to Gloria, I think. She seems to be getting targeted by, dramatically boost the wearer's evasion. That seems to have negative weight, too. Gloria seems to be getting targeted by light and dark a lot, and she is the Templar, and she does sort of dish out a lot of light. So I'll give her that shield, see how things go. Let's try this out on this bunny here. And Gloria was indeed just taking no damage from certain dark and light and whatever attacks for a couple times. That sure was nice. Also, and I observed this in one of the previous battles, but Triple R is actually pretty good if you're fighting things that don't have any particular magic resistance. That is a fire hit. A triple fire hit, I take it. That is a fire, a water, and a... I don't know what element that was, but the point is that this is actually doing a fair amount of damage against things that are, against things that don't resist one of the elements that it can resolve to. And I've started to enjoy that. Also, that was aided by the fact that my magic attack is up 72%, courtesy of Adele. I started to enjoy it much more in fights that aren't boss fights. In just regular combat encounters throughout the game. And I don't dislike it as much as I did some of the earlier times when I commented on that move. Anyway, let's see if Elvis can just finish this off real quick. And also, something else that's really nice is the fact that Gloria can just gain BP on being hit. Thanks to one of the abilities that I've equipped. That's a really nice ability. I like being able to just gain BP when I take a hit, especially because, you know, the Templar, decent defenses, maybe not quite as beefy as something like the Shield Master. Boy, that would be a nice job clause to have that ability on, wouldn't it?
Sloane and I used when we fled to Halcyonia. It feels like only yesterday. But so much has happened since then.
Well, now you get to go home at last.
Yes. I hope that Sir Sloane is watching over us.
I'm sure he is.
Okay, here we are, out on the overworld. That is a party chat. I'm just going to take a few steps forward so that I can have a look around. Can't really lower the camera. Don't have a ton of control over the camera's height, just the rotation. Alright, we appear to be ascending a mountain. Heading home. You okay, Gloria? I can still remember it all so clearly. The smiles on people's faces as they chatted in the streets, the way the flowers smelled in the spring. It was such a beautiful place, so welcoming and warm. And now it's all gone, lost forever. Oh please, don't be upset for my sake. I am perfectly fine. I have been preparing myself for this moment ever since I fled 3 years ago. I knew I had to recover the crystals and bring them back here. And I knew that when I did, none of Musa's beauty would remain. But I still have my memories. I'll always have those. I guess so. Anyway, we must push on. Musa awaits. That was a short party chat. A little bit of a sentimental edge. Edge? Air. Wow. Edge is usually like a bad thing. Okay. So, the town at the top of the hill. I can move the camera a little bit here. Up and down. But I can't really... we're too high up in the air to really see what's down on the ground below us. I assume that if this map wasn't just like completely a skybox and nothing else, I assume that you might expect above the clouds on a clear day to be able to like see the Savalon and Wiswald and those other towns. Anyway, let's enter town. And I'm not sure what I'm expecting entirely. I'm sort of expecting a ghost town of sorts. The once bright realm, Musa.
Crikey. This is... I mean, it's...
Welcome to Musa. I'm afraid there is no one left to greet us, or to provide the hospitality for which we were so famous. Still, I at least am very happy that you are here. No one survived the attack. I am the only one who remains. But I will not let the same destruction be visited upon other kingdoms. I will not let our world be destroyed. All is not yet lost. As long as we have the crystals, there is always hope. Let us be on our way.
So there's a guy. Are you the fast travel guy? So you're just there. Oh, there's a couple people. Who are you? Oh, that's that's Gloria, isn't it? Can I zoom in on the camera? I can't really zoom in on the camera, but I'm pretty sure that's my party member. Oh no, this is Gloria. You're the Templar. This is astrologer Adele. And Elvis is just sort of here, sitting on the rock, looking out at the ruins. For some reason, and I'm not entirely sure why, but the area down here reminds me of I guess it's officially like the starting town from Tales of Zestiria, where that you have a set of houses sort of built on a mountain plateau, high in the sky. I did not play a ton of that game. It's a game that I really want to go back to one of these days and properly play through from start to finish. I've never been great at the Tales games and the combat style in the Tales games, but they have a lot of world building that I rather like, and I'd like to someday go back to them and or do a let's play. Anyway, let me there's one treasure chest according to the map. It would feel a little bit wrong to just loot whatever treasure chest is left after the destruction, but we'll see what we find. Is this a house? This building thing? Sort of looks like a house. It's got a couple jars of pottery just sitting in there. What do you have to say, Gloria? Restore the crystals to the rightful place. Once that is done, we must proceed to the Chamber of Sealing. Okay. So, there's a treasure chest in here. I feel like this is going to be like a world building item. Falcon knife. Is that telling me something about the people who used to live here? Does it have an item description of any? Not that. Of any sort? Have I seen one before? I have not. A knife imbued with the power of falcon in flight. Well, I suppose that's the imagery that I'm supposed to get from the, like the town at the top of the mountain, falcons and birds and that sort of thing. Gloria herself has not really been... Alright, this is another empty building. Gloria herself does not really have a ton of, like, bird-like character design imagery, the way that some characters in other games have. Fiora from Xenoblade comes to mind. I cannot read these tombstones. But, given the way that the rest of this place looks, I could certainly see, birds being the imagery of Musa. Alright, I guess that's it for us up here. By the way, can I give this item to Gloria? What's the Oberon gem, by the way? Collectible resource. Don't know what that is. Can I give the falcon knife to Gloria? No. At least not as the Templar. Maybe as something else later. Okay. Let's go downstairs. It's another party chat. Count on us. Alright, this does feel like we're getting to the end of the game, even though we're only chapter 5-ish. How do you think Gloria's doing? If you ask me, she's pushing herself way too hard. She keeps saying she's fine, but I can't imagine what it must be like for her. It was hard enough for me seeing what's become of Musa. I mean, it's her home. She grew up here. She puts a brave face on it, I know, but it's got to be taking its toll. She's one tough cookie, but that makes it all the easier for her to push herself too far. Yeah, and she's never going to stop putting others first, which means I have to... Oi, less so the you, we're all in this together. Yeah, she's our friend too, you know. Alright, so you can count on us to keep her spirits up, alright? Yeah, just don't get carried away with that, okay, Elvis? You'll only make things worse. Yeah, seconded. Ha ha ha, is that a smile I see? That's a spirit, laddie. More of that's what we need. After all, you're not helping Gloria by moping around all over the place like a wet weekend, with a face like a wet weekend. Guess you're right. Elvis, you have a way with words. Thanks, guys. I feel a little better now. Are we, by the way, actually going to get to see Adele's hometown? Because she did say it's a bit of a, an odd-looking place. When pressed about it in, I think it was in another party chat. Is this an enemy? That's not an enemy. Okay, so do we have to put the crystals back in this place? In these little... Oh, this is a loading screen. Alright, this looked like Earth. Do we have to put the Earth crystal back in here? And I do indeed see a monster. I think that was a monster. It looks sort of like a monster. There's a treasure chest. Okay, this is a bona fide dungeon. This isn't just a, I was sort of imagining it wouldn't really be a dungeon. There wouldn't really be, like, level design to explore. And, can I hit anything with my sword to progress? No. There would just be, like, we'd walk in, we wouldn't see any monsters, and we would, just put the crystals down where they belong. Still capturing monsters. Some decently powerful things in here. At least by the look of it. They look decently powerful. They look like they would... They look like they would do a hurting to your face if you let them. They have a lot of HP. And they look like they would be able to do some pretty strong physical attacks if summoned in battle. This sucks. Well, no better time to use this. Greatly restore all allies' HP and apply regenerate/re-raise effects. That's not going to bring everyone back to life, is it? Okay, that one was actually difficult. These things are a fan of the status of like Doom and Dread, and I think I would like to see if maybe I have some items that can give me immunity to either or both of those things. Hang on. Okay, so by we, I mostly mean Gloria. Gloria now has the safety ring, which confers instant death and Doom immunity, as well as the courage ring, which confers Dread immunity. That should at least keep me alive, because it's a little hard to see when the battle's going at 4 times speed, but I think instant death is also being applied in places here, and that's a little bit annoying. I'd also... Can I give Gloria a weapon of some sort that will, like, give her, for example, a sword, a fire attack? I need, I believe Dark is super effective on the things that I'm fighting. Alright, you know what? I'll worry about that later. I'll get into another fight and then see if I need a fire type weapon or something like that. There's also the matter of... Here's another one. There's also the matter of what to do the next time someone hits a job level, which is coming up on a couple of my characters. I'm thinking Arcanist. I'm level 11 White Mage, everyone else is level 10 on their job classes. So, there's more enemies here than there was by the beginning. More job changes are on the horizon. Those Taurus demon thinks it's super hard. Against just everybody. This might be a place where having the Shield Master in, on my team would probably be advantageous. Pain. Which way is forward? That's where I came from, I think. This whole place really looks the same. Is there anything in here? No, no treasure. Okay. This whole place really looks the same. It's all like yellow and twisty Rudy and... I guess, I don't know if I would say I was hoping that this would be a long dungeon, but if that's what I was hoping for, it looks like I got my wish. There are 5 treasure chests left. And... I feel like there's plenty of space. Okay, this is a save point. I should probably save just like on principle. That's totally a boss.